Hi, supply chain friends. I'm Brooke Elliott, and welcome back to another episode of Power Supply Taking Inventory. Today's topic is around resilience. This topic comes up quite a bit in coaching. I do have some clients that I work with around resilience and being able to get through unexpected challenges or perhaps challenges that people face on, say, a daily basis. And so today I want to share just a couple of tips to become resilient, to embark on your journey of resilience in your life. And this is going to be fairly quick episode, but sometimes I think it's better that way so that you walk away with some things that you can put into action as soon as possible. So let's get started. So perhaps there's a challenge that you're facing and you felt like your whole world shut down, because we do tend to have those reactions where we let our emotions take over and it kind of like over consumes us, right? It becomes something that we can't let go of. So this could be in the form of, wanting to curl up and just, be comfortable and sit around and watch TV. It may mean, maybe for some people, it could mean actually going 100 miles an hour in a particular thing because that's all you know. And the one thing to really consider in all of this is that each and every one of us is different. We all react differently. We all have a different voice in our head because of who we are, our experiences, our backgrounds, the inner critics and saboteurs that each of us have. We all have them, but there are saboteurs that rise to the top for each of us. And, the person next to you might have a different saboteur that is louder for them than for you. So when we have a challenge, we have an emotional response. And that emotional response can stay with us for a long period of time, unless we take control. And the only way that we can take control is if when we practice, right? We have to practice and make it a consistent practice in our lives when we experience challenges, okay? So you have a challenge that you're facing, you have this emotional response. And the first step is, and these are crucial steps because most of the time a challenge occurs and we do what I just said, right? We curl up in a ball, we go 100 miles an hour, and that's just our natural reaction. Well, the unnatural reaction is actually, again, to take control and do something about it. And the first thing is to take a pause and to breathe, right? So you have to recognize that you are having an emotional reaction. And really taking that pause and concentrating on your breath so that you can calm your system down, right? And to truly be able to think clearly about what is happening. This is first and foremost, right? The recognition of what is going on is key because that is the first step to actually taking control of the situation. Okay. Now, the steps that come next are going to be a little bit more difficult. But if you're able to just do the pause, the breath, and the recognition, then I would say celebrate that. The more that you're able to do that when challenges arise, the better. And give yourself a thumbs up, a pat on the back, because that is an amazing first step to be able to calm yourself in these situations, right? It's going to raise your level of clear-mindedness, and it's going to allow you to move forward. It's going to reduce your stress, and at the end of the day, it really increases both our health and our physical fitness, but also our mental fitness altogether. Okay, so the pause, the breath, and the recognition that something is occurring that is not good. Right? It's not the best positive reaction. It's actually a negative one. Okay. The next step is, and I'm just going to give you one tip today after the recognition, and that is to think of one of your strengths that you can activate to move forward through the challenge. Okay, so you might have taken an assessment like StrengthsFinder. You might have been told by a peer or a friend that you're strong in something, or you just know that you have a particular strength that you see show up, quite often. Maybe a family member has noticed it as well. So I want you to think about that strength, and I want you to ask yourself, how can I implement and activate that strength to move forward in this challenging situation as I continue to breathe regularly, right? Make sure that you're breathing in and out and continuing to recognize the negative situation or the negative emotional reaction that I'm having. Okay, so what is that one strength that you can activate to move forward? Okay, so today I'm going to stop there. There are other ways that you can do this as well, and I'm going to add on in other episodes. But over the next couple weeks, when you have a challenging situation, I ask you to practice this. First, the pause. Second, the breath. Third, the recognition. And then fourth, what strength can you activate to move forward? I'd love to hear how it works for you. I'd love to hear, your thoughts, perspective on this particular suggestion. But I do hope that it helps you get through some of the things that you have going on, okay? Because typically we stay in that negative emotional state. We may go to something that makes us happy, but we're not actually, I'd say proactively dealing with the challenging situation, and we're not like changing our mindset necessarily. So let's talk about some other things in the future about ways to go about it, but let's start with the strength. Good luck. I'm always here for supporting you, and see you next time.